Here.
Here. Councilman Stokes.
Here.
Councilwoman Deloach.
Here.
President Williams.
Here. You have the public comments. I like the police, the sheriff department come up first and sheriff department.
Either one of you, if you just want to come up and say, oh yeah, that's right. No, they gave us a report, so they'll be bringing this report in. Each of you should have a copy of it. But does anybody have any questions for them? Because
Anybody
they
have
will
any
need to
questions
go to-
concerning this report?
They'll have to go to a different council meeting a little bit later. Everybody's good?
Everybody?
What is it?
Yeah. Okay.
I got one.
Yeah,
No, we can go over it and tell people. I would like for them to go over it and tell us what's going on. If they can.
That's what the report's for. They have to go to a different council meeting.
Okay, I'll go over it at the end. That's fine.
We got any public comments? Sharon Ham.
Ms. Stanley?
Shannon Ham, I'm sorry.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Shannon Harris, and I am the founder of the Marcus Wayne Foundation for Blood Clot Awareness. Blood clots are a national crisis. Each year, 900,000 Americans are affected and 100,000 lives are lost. The Southeast bears a disproportionate burden. Alabama, Mississippi, and Arkansas have pulmonary embolism mortality rates in the 90th percentile. Additionally, the Black community faces diagnosis rates 30 to 60% higher than white communities. While blood clots don't discriminate and everyone is at risk, certain groups face heightened dangers, such as cancer patients, postpartum women, women on birth control, frequent travelers, and athletes. This foundation exists because of my father, Marcus Wayne Colquitt. In September 2024, he went to the emergency room with shortness of breath and swollen feet. The doctors thought it was pneumonia. The next day, testing revealed a deep vein thrombosis and a pulmonary embolism. I called him during those tests. He was supposed to call me back when he returned to his room, but he never did. He collapsed in the bathroom. They resuscitated him and moved him to ICU. He coded 6 more times that day, fighting, I believe, to wait for me to arrive. He passed an hour and a half later. My family didn't have the education we needed. I'm determined that no other family suffers the same loss. The Marcus Wayne Foundation's mission is to increase awareness amongst Alabama residents through support, advocacy, and education. Our work will create measurable change, increased community awareness of blood clot risk, symptoms and prevention strategies, enhanced education for patient-facing clinicians, improved diagnostic procedures, and expanded support for newly diagnosed patients. We achieve this through 4 strategic pillars: awareness, which includes proclamations for Blood Clot Awareness Month, an annual community walk, webinars, social media, and speaking engagements; education, which consists of presentations to medical assistant students and other healthcare professionals; support, which includes care packages for newly diagnosed patients with blood clots; and advocacy, which consists of legislation and improved diagnostic procedures. Even before founding this organization, I established credibility as a blood clot advocate through the National Blood Clot Alliance. I secured Blood Clot Awareness Month proclamations from Governor Ivey and Mayor Woodfin in 2025. I conducted news segments with WBRC in Birmingham and WSFA in Montgomery. The Opelika, Alabama Community Walk in September 2025 drew 30 attendees who praised the event for raising awareness. I also partnered with Lawson State's Medical Assistant Program to deliver blood clot education to medical assistant students. The Marcus Wayne Foundation will exponentially expand this impact. We have already partnered with the Centerpoint Sip and Tan and Archwell Health in February and March to provide blood clot awareness at their community events. We cannot, however, do this alone. Your funding will build our infrastructure, including technology for financial management and partnership coordination. marketing materials and educational handouts for communities and healthcare professionals, and program funds for community walks and care packages for newly diagnosed patients. Together, we can save lives. Thank you for your consideration.
Wow.
Do any of my council got any questions for the young lady?
Thank
Ms.
you.
Shannon,
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ms. Shannon has, I actually invited her to come speak to the council in reference to what she's doing. And I think it's an outstanding, what she's working with already. Her understanding and the purpose of what she's doing is pretty much in memory, not just of her father, who died from blood clots and some other things that was going on, but just to serve the community and give people understanding more of how they can pretty much protect themselves from certain things and different ways they can carry themselves out. I think it's a great idea of what she's doing. I think it's something the council definitely need to kind of, if you have any questions in regards to what this outstanding mission is, you can ask her and she'll definitely allow you, give you any answer you need.
Do you have cards?
Yes, we have 4 board members, including myself.
No, cards.
Oh, cards. I have a
Business
virtual
Um,
card. Yes.
If you can, I would love for you to give them to all the council members and hopefully in everybody's events that you could be part of that to bring awareness to the community. So often, things go crazy with us. Sometimes we go to the hospitals and the hospital overlook things because of our insurance and sometimes the way we look. And they do it a lot. I have been like that, like done like that by licensed professionals. I had a lady that asked me, "What do you want me to do?" Like you literally telling me what you tell me what to do. And I'm like, no, you're the professional. So thank you so much for bringing this awareness. A lot of people don't understand there is a lot of misdiagnosing going on in this world and people overlooking things. And hopefully the professionals will listen to you. You have a powerful speech, and I'm sorry that you lost your father, but you keep on doing what you're doing because you are bringing awareness. Because I didn't even think about it until you said something, and you keep bringing awareness. In every event, you ask the council and anybody that's doing something to be part of it, to bring awareness to what we're doing, and how we're being treated in our community. Thank you, and my hats off to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being awesome. Look, we need more people like you to stand up and start speaking up for things like this. So I commend you for all of your work. Don't stop. Keep going. Even when it gets hard, you keep going.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you very
ma'am.
much.
Any councilman, other council person? Any other council person, when you have anything to say? Okay, let's move on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much for coming out. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you again those for that. Make approval of the agenda.
Your nose.
No more public meeting?
No, I said read your nose.
What you doing? That's what I was saying. Making approval of the agenda. Is there a motion regarding this item?
Make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I second.
There's a motion and a second. Let's make a motion to adopt this agenda. All in favor? No. Let's repeat that. Motion is all in favor of it? By saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? The motion passed unanimously. Approval of the minutes from the previous, approval of the minutes for the previous meeting. Is there a motion regarding this item?
I make a motion to approve minutes for previous meeting, September 18th, 2025. November 17th, 2025, December 18th, 2025, December 22nd, 2025.
Second.
There's a motion and a second adopting the previous minute. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I
Huh?
oppose.
Which one you oppose?
I oppose September the 18th because I wasn't here, so I can't approve September the 18th.
Let the record show one unopposed person for September the 18th, 2025, because you wasn't here. Councilman Whitaker, can you repeat the dates that was on there?
September 18th, 2025, November 17th, 2025, December 18th, 2025, December 22nd, 2025.
All in favor? I mean, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, the motion passed.
I oppose.
You voted what?
No, I was just saying I oppose for September the 18th because
Yeah,
we
we-
wasn't in office. at
That's
the
what we got. We got that down.
time. Okay, thank you.
The motion passed unanimously.
By majority. Motion passed by majority.
Yeah.
Motion passed.
The motion passed majority. The consent agenda, is there a motion regarding this item on the consent agenda?
Make a motion to accept tonight's consent agenda.
I second.
We have a motion,
I'm sorry, point of order. I make a motion for unanimous consent to tonight's consent agenda.
they have a second. Do we have a second?
Second.
Yeah, we have a second on it. All in favor of,
Excuse me, President Williams, point of information.
help me,
I got a question for you.
go ahead.
Is it possible to let the residents know what's on the consent agenda? We have to, say specific, just a general what we're
Okay,
voting for on the consent agenda.
we got a declaration of the public nuisance that was did on the last council meeting. It was did on the last council meeting. And we have a resolution for authorizing travel advance for the municipal office to go to go on trip, for the learning trip they go on. You got me?
Education.
What you say, Miss?
Authorizing travel officers.
Yeah, for the trip that we going on.
Okay, that's what we're on. Okay, thank you.
They going on training, different things. This is the park and recreation. This is the ALM convention in Montgomery. We're going to just, we'll be leaving out here Wednesday to go to that. Them are the two things that's going on.
Thank you, sir.
You need any clarification? Thank you, sir.
Be a little more transparent. Thank you.
All in favor of adopting the consent agenda. We're gonna go, it's not right, okay. We have a moving to no presentation, so we're gonna go into discussion action for, I think, the bottom of this.
Ordinance number,
You see it wrong.
ordinance,
Ordinance 2026-1, appointing the police chief. Okay, so
amending ordinance to appoint police chief.
amending the ordinance to appoint the police chief. It's a discussion. Make a motion to discuss this item.
Make a motion to discuss.
I second.
Number 2026-1, amending the city ordinance to appoint police chief.
I second.
We have a motion in a second on the discussion. Sir,
So
I didn't hear you.
are we doing,
You discussing,
understand, so we can do, correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Clerk, we can do either unanimous, suspend the rules, adopt it tonight, or we can do the first read tonight.
Yes.
And come on next week, the next council meeting and pass it.
Yes.
Which do we want to do?
I make a motion to adopt it.
we're gonna discuss it tonight, and we'll vote on it tonight.
Okay, so we need to make a motion to suspend the rules.
Okay.
So now if it,
We can make a motion to suspend the rules. Well, we'll have to suspend the rules.
so Madam Clerk, can you explain to us the procedure?
So as it relates to an ordinance, if you're gonna consider and adopt, if you want to consider and adopt it at the same meeting, then you have to suspend the rules for immediate consideration. Now, if you're planning on this just being the first reading of the ordinance, then when you bring it back, you don't have to suspend the rules for immediate consideration. You can go ahead and adopt it because you've already considered it at the
Okay.
first reading.
Let's make a motion to suspend the rules on resolution, I keep 2026.
-1. 2026-1, amending ordinance to appoint police chief.
Let's go.
I make a motion to suspend ordinance number 2026-1, amending ordinance to appoint the police chief.
Motion in a second.
Second.
You second? You just made a motion.
I second.
Okay, you have a motion in a second to suspend it. Now we can make a motion to discuss it, correct?
I'll vote first.
Let me have a roll call vote on suspending the rules to discuss it.
We're suspending the rule, so we can go ahead and discuss it and decide on it.
Discuss it, and then we can vote on
Okay, right.
it. Okay. We finished, we have, we get on the roll call vote on suspending the rules and discussing it. Okay.
Councilman Whitaker.
Yes.
Councilwoman, Councilman Stokes,
Yes.
Councilwoman Deloach,
Yes.
Council President Reddings.
Yes. So let's move into discussion.
I've, with that, as far as my whole thing with the police department or police chief and so forth, even if it has been brought up before and discussed, it was, it's less than 15, 20 minutes after we walked out here, I had a lady, and I also called the president and talked to him about it. It's just hard to imagine these residents calling you with heartbreaking stories about things that we don't have enough security in Centerpoint. All this as far as the sheriffs, and they're doing a good job. They have so much on their plate when it's coming. We need a small city of Centerpoint police force that can get there. Too many residents are complaining about having to wait 30 minutes to an hour. We need some immediate help in Centerpoint. I can go all night about some of the calls I get. My district, I don't have that problem with. I don't work just for my district. I work for the city of Centerpoint as far as a council person. So that's taking up all 5 districts, and a lot of them are complaining. And sometimes it don't hit you unless it hit home. When you waiting on somebody and they ain't really taking the time getting there. The force is not big enough to be able to deal with what we need here in Centerpoint. We have cities that I'm not comparing it to it, but they're smaller than us and they have forces that can, there's 16,000 plus a little bit over 16,000. We need a small police force here for our citizens. That's it, President.
My issue is, it's too many people that have been saying that it's unsafe here. Either we hire more sheriff's deputies and they make sure, I'm not telling them what to do, but they make sure that they're patrolling our communities and making our citizens safe. But unfortunately, I don't see that. I don't see it. So the reason why we brought this forward because something got to be done here. I mean, Centerpoint, back in the days, I'm gonna say it again. When we came to Centerpoint, I ain't saying just harass people, but they made it safe where people were scared to come here and commit crime. Now they come here and commit crimes and just roll on out of here, and the police go to chasing them and can't even get them. That's a big problem. We have I have crime radar on my phone. I get a lot of things happening here in Northwest Side District 1. So I feel like there's a lot of crime going on. You know, we can say the crime down, but then look, people don't even want to come here. Businesses don't want to be here. You know, we got to make everybody feel safe. Our stakeholders, the people that's calling the police, we shouldn't have to wait an hour, 2 hours just for a police to come. I remember I waited on them. I waited on them and went to sleep and woke up and they still went out. It's a problem. Public safety is my top priority. That's why I'm working right now on the public safety committee to get that created. We got to do something. We got to stand for something. We got to show the citizens that we're trying to make it safe for everyone to be here. So that's an issue to me.
Thank you. Any other council thing?
One information, Attorney Hendricks, very new to this council stuff, so I need your help. So if we move for unanimous consent to suspend the rules, it has to be unanimous. If it's one dissent, it fails. It fails, so we can't discuss the item.
That's correct. Okay.
So we're not
So what-
discussing this item, correct?
That's correct.
So you tell me right now we can't discuss this item because that one person decided that.
For the purpose of, I think y'all
Okay.
trying to make the vote, but I guess
Okay.
for the purpose of reading.
Okay. Well, it's up in discussion now, so everybody discussed it. It was the wrong thing to do. So they were not taken for anything because it was discussed.
So you just can't be for the purpose of voting on it.
Okay, it can't be a purpose of voting. Okay, so we don't have to discuss it and we just can go into the vote for it.
Can't vote for it.
Can't vote for it because that one person,
Yes.
you can't vote for. Okay.
Only discussion.
Okay, let's finish discussing it. Okay. My part on this, we'll finish discussing. He said we can discuss it. We will have to vote on it, but we can discuss it. Now, I'm glad that was clarified. Now, with that being clarified, I want the people to know what's going on here. Is you have one council, I don't know why they vote no, but we need to somehow start a police department. We're not gonna start a police department right now. We're not gonna start it right now. We just clarifying, we want to get a chief of police in order to move forward. Repeat this, we're not starting it right now. We're just getting the right people lined up for when we do get ready to start it. It will be after to start this police department. Right now, we're hiring people underneath a lieutenant. And my personal thing is if you need to get a chief involved, but he can hire his people, because we have enough money in the budget to do this. we need to get a chief involved first, but he can start looking at different avenues to run the city, to make things better for building a police department. It may be 5 years before we build a police department. At least we got a chief, the head person in charge, where they can go ahead on and start building what we need to be, because we all was on a thing to get voted for. We was working on starting the police department. I've been here going on six years, and we've been saying to people for my 6 years, we're gonna start a police department. We're gonna start a police department, but to start that police department, we have to start it off with that chief person first, and then we can build from there. We can build a police department, and the chief can go say, I can go find a magistrate, I can go find a jail, I can go find this, because he got the experience to do that. That's why myself, I put this on the agenda for this to happen, for we need to move forward with the chief. That's what I'm talking. Any other council?
Thank you. Resolution, or the 2026-1, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Did we discuss this in a work session? Because you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to make sure I understand what we were voting on.
Okay, go ahead.
We did. Council, he said we didn't when I asked.
We're not
Discuss this ordinance. We didn't discuss it ordinance.
We can't vote on it now, so we just voted.
Okay.
We're not gonna vote on it, we just gonna discuss it.
Oh, okay, because
Next time we'll bring
we
it up
have
to the
not,
vote.
We didn't discuss this ordinance in the work session.
Huh?
We haven't discussed this in the work session.
You can't discuss it either.
he said we have not discussed it.
That's what we're doing now, we're discussing it.
I know, but our question was, have it been discussed in a work session?
Or can it be discussed in work session? It was put on work session to be discussed. I decided, as being president, let's move it to discuss it on the agenda for the council meeting. Let's have a discussion then, and that's what we have another discussion then.
So why was it taken off the work session? Because
I say we can take it off because we can go ahead on, if we need to vote on it after the discussion, we can go ahead and vote on it. That's why I said, in work session,
okay, because you said you didn't know why a person voted no. I was trying to see, do we discuss it? Because I don't, you understand
what
before I
we're doing
vote? Okay, I want to know what I'm voting on.
that's right, we're doing now.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. But so we're discussing it now.
Yeah, and we'll vote on it the next meeting.
Thank you. That's all I need. Okay, so I can ask my questions now? Or do you want to do it in a work session, President
For
Glenn?
me,
Do you want me to talk to you about it later? One-on-one?
you can talk,
Explain?
discuss it, you can discuss it among us now if you have any discussion concerning it.
Yes, because I just don't, you get what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I understand it. What did you say? Stokes says it needs to be discussed at a work session. That's what his opinion is. Councilman Stokes.
When I ask, okay. So what's the difference from discussing it to a work session than discussing it now? Go ahead, Mr. Whitaker.
So my thoughts on this ordinance, I think a decision this heavy, I think it requires more discussion and more thought, because I would much rather it be the six of us making the decisions. So I would much rather for the ordinance to read, whereas, sort of like how the clerk and the city attorney, how the mayor has a say-so or input on the chief, even though we'll vote on it as a council, because I think I know the mayor still has to supervise that individual. And I don't think it's fair to whoever the mayor is over the next whatever years that he or she have to supervise somebody that they didn't have a say-so in. So I think we're moving in the right direction, but I still think a decision this heavy should at least require a little more conversation with us. But this is not unique, because other cities councils do appoint chiefs. But I think with us on this start, we should have more discussion.
Is this your first time discussing this? Is this your first time hearing about this from this meeting? This is your first time having a discussion?
This is I saw this ordinance in particular. I got this ordinance, as it's written, I think this week, this particular ordinance. Now, in the past, we had an ordinance in our, that was sent to us that, changed the appointment of public safety director. This ordinance reads as a police chief.
That's correct. That's correct.
So I would much rather have more conversation.
Okay.
It's not, I want to make sure that we're doing it. Just make sure we got all the details and things laid out. Because I don't have any public safety or police training in the background. I know a few people in that field, but I would want to have just more discussion. I mean, I'm all for it,
Okay.
but I would want more discussion and probably find,
So that was, go ahead.
Can I say something? I think since we need to include everybody, we need to have a public hearing to hear what the citizens want. Because if we don't understand anything and if we can't come to a conclusion, it need to be a public hearing done to hear what the citizens want. And that's how we should vote on what they want. Because once again, it's not about us sitting up here. It's about the people. And I think if we can't do nothing for the people and make sure they're included in what we're having a decision on, and once again, all of us, let me remind y'all now, all of us ran our campaigns on public safety. We talked about a police department. So don't sit up here and act like we never had that discussion. We had this discussion over and over and over and over again when we was running. So what I'm saying is don't tell me that you sit in front of the people and said that you want a police department and they wanted one too. When we was running, that's all we heard was the people. The people. They was tired of public safety being bad. That was a big issue. And I'm going to stand on what I'm running on. I ran on that. And I'm going to sit up there and I'm going to do what I told the people that I was going to do. It's not about us. So maybe, I don't know, can we have a public hearing to hear from the citizens? Because them the ones that count. They the ones that got to be out here getting hit in the head and stuff at the shopping malls because there's no lighting and all that. I mean, something wrong with it. If we coming up against that, So all I'm saying is include the citizens. Since everybody want to include everybody, we're going to put the people first. And that's what we should have been doing from the beginning when we started running. We got to put the people first. And I say include the citizens and let's hear what they say and let's make a vote on what they say.
Okay, let's move on. We can set this up for a public hearing, and then the people can come and they'll have a person in this also with the 5 councils and also the mayor. They'll have a person. Then we can move forward if the people decide that what they want, and we'll move forward from there. Is that okay with you all? We can move forward with this.
Yay.
Yes.
And we have, when the
Discussion.
next date,
Discussion.
they can have a public hearing.
That's why we discussed it out loud. President Glenn, just clarifying, he said we will discuss this.
Need some time.
President Glenn, I do have a question. Just to clarify, you said that we will discuss it, but also have a public hearing, but we still will be able to discuss it.
Discuss it at the public hearing. We'll discuss it with also with the people.
Okay.
Let's be all together.
Okay, sounds good.
Ms. Van will get a date together with that, and we all sit down with the people, and we can talk about it and see where we need to move forward from there.
And we can ask questions. We can do that in that space. I'm just making sure. Logistically, clerk, we can ask as many questions to get clarity. Okay, thank you.
And I want to clarify something. The reason why we brought this up because the citizens want it. I went to my residents. When I was out talking to them, guess what? That's what they told me they wanted. And public safety was all of our top priority. Go back and look at our paper trail when we was out there in these communities. We was talking about public safety the most. Go back and look at all the debates that we went through and all that. So this discussion, I mean, everything have been discussed with the people, but I want all the citizens of Center Point to come and tell us how they feel, because that's what matters. Those are the people we work for. We don't work for the mayor, we don't work for the governor, we work for the people. Them the ones that elected us, and them the ones can get us up out of office. And if we don't do what they need to be done, then I don't even see a reason why we're here.
Thank you. So we don't move on to this. We don't have to do a vote on anything, so we'll move on to report of the committee. We'll have Councilman Moses Whitaker, Economic Development.
Thank you, Council President. Economic Development, we will meet this January 29th at 5:30 PM here in the council chambers. Right now, we have one submitted and completing grant applicant to us, Land Cosmetology School. She's applying for a $10,000 new business grant that will come before the committee. And also, we often get a lot of conversation about empty buildings in the city, commercial buildings. Just from my experience in being a business owner, it takes a lot of money to invest into a commercial space, especially when that commercial space isn't up to par and ready to be moved into. So I'm currently working on some incentives for the existing building owners to incentivize them to rehab their spaces, but it's just tough getting those investors or owners to invest in their own property. They just and then some of them, I think I spoke with Mayor about some of the buildings here. Some of the retailers require a certain height, ceiling height in their stores, and most of our buildings around here don't meet that ceiling height. So there's some challenges on why the buildings are empty. And also, what we can do as a city is have great customer service at City Hall. We can have a clean city, and we can have an inviting city. Those are things we can do as a city while we work on those business owners in their vacant buildings. Again, it is important to shop local. You've helped keep money in your community. So if you want to use gas, clothes, food, whatever you can, just try to be intentional with your dollar and shop local here in the city. And there's an issue in an establishment you go into, just take it up with the management, let them know, don't bash them, don't, try to make it, bring it to their attention so they can make it better for the next customer. When we really need the economic development in our city, and just try your best to keep your money local.
Thank you. We got Park and Recreation, compare with Stokes.
All right. Can you hear me? All right, well, Parks and Rec, Parks and Recreation report. Basketball games will be hosted at the community center on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Baseball and softball registration will open January the 12th through February the 13th. We invite the community to participate in our fitness marathon held Saturdays at 8:00 a.m. Community center memberships are available. Benefits of a membership offers access to the fitness center, open gym play, fitness classes, and a 10% discount on park and recreation rentals. Membership options are available for individuals, families, seniors, military veterans, and first responders. That's the Parks and Rec report. One other thing I want to add to that is I want to, once a month, I plan on just acknowledging someone in our city that's do an awesome job. Anytime you call upon that person just to volunteer. When I meant to speak about the volunteering part, uh, long story made short, my dad took me and my brother out many years ago. I was 11. I was 12. My brother was 11. And it was a cartoon Saturday morning. That's how I address it. It was Saturday morning. Um, but we, he took us out to to mow and rake this elderly lady yard. Long story made short, because I could tell the whole story, but I'm telling it, make it short. But we raked the lady yard from sun up to sundown, sun up to sundown. And at the end of the day, she and the elderly lady, he dropped us off to do the work. Then when we got back, he picked us up. She had already paid us. She asked us how much we wanted. Uh, just before Daddy got back, before he picked us up, we wanted to hurry up, make sure she paid us. But we young, like I said, around 12 and 11, we 15 months apart. Uh, but anyway, she gave us $100 a piece, and that's a lot of money when you're that age, that young or whatever. Okay, when Dad picked us up, we headed home. He asked us, well, we didn't want him to ask us, but he asked us, how much did she pay y'all? Me and my brother looked at each other. I remember like it was yesterday, for real. And we was scared about telling him. We went on and told him. He turned the car around and took the car. And he took it back to took the lady back, took her money from us. Well, it was our money, but she took it. He took the money back to the lady. And we was baffled. Like, man, ain't been out here all day helping us, but she done paid us. Now he done took the money from us and gave it back to us. So when we left, he said to us, he said, sometimes you got to do something for people for nothing in order to get your reward in life out of it. So that was our first episode of learning how to volunteer. So when I say name a volunteer of the month, I'm not sure what it's something we have to discuss as far as what we may get these individuals, maybe monthly, if it's agreed to do that or whatever. But I'm gonna say my volunteer in the first to make this announcement, and I hope the council follow me up, even if it don't matter what part of Centerpoint they're from, and whatever district they're from, they're all Centerpoint people. But I'd like to acknowledge a friend of mine who's been helping me and helping some of the other councils through a lot of stuff that we've been doing since being in office the last few months. Anytime I call him and ask him, man, I might need your help, bro. I might need you. Like, man, what we gonna do? What we gonna do today? He ain't never asked for nothing in return from the council other than just, he don't never ask for nothing. We watch games together and do everything on a level of just, he's a good volunteer. My friend guy, he's here, DeAndre, wave your hand. Appreciate you. You're the first volunteer of the month, man. We appreciate everything you do, man. For Centerpoint. Thank you.
Now we would like to have
Hold on, we gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
Say it
When you
again?
do our,
You done did yours already, ain't you?
no, it
Well,
ain't. Some of this.
that we're doing now. Finance, Education, Library, Councilwoman Tasha Holman.
Oh, okay. Yes, finances, I don't have anything to report at this time. I haven't received anything, but when I do, I will let you know. Also, on behalf of the library, I love announcing their events. If you are interested, if you have children, you can go to tomorrow. They will have Nintendo Switch and chips. Sounds fun, right? Yeah. Check it out. You can go to their website or their Facebook page to check out a lot of their events. The library constantly has things available for the youth. Even they have on January 23rd, they will have Teen Screen. You can join them for Teen Screen at the library where they're going to be showing the movie Zootopia, and they're going to have popcorn. So they have a lot of things that I think enrich our children, bring the community together in a positive and safe environment. So if you're looking for something to do, you're bored, or you just want to go and kind of hang out with some people within our community, the library is a good place to start. Education, we got some things rolling. I'm in the lab working on some initiatives in my brain. So I will announce those once they, once I get them finalized. That's all I have.
We will now have public safety. President Pro Tem.
Hello. I'm Jasmine Deloach over the Public Safety Committee. I am gonna be asking some citizens to step up. If you have a background in public safety, I would ask that people be involved in, coming to be part of the Public Safety Committee that we're creating at the time. I see the deputies are still here, but we got a Metro Area Crime Center, report for January 3rd through 9th. I'm gonna go over it. It's 41 investigate complaints, patrol requests 27, assist citizens 25, stopping vehicles 22, suspicious person 15, shots fired 11, traffic accident 11, 911 calls 7, noise online, theft vehicle 6, burglary in businesses 6, medical calls 6, domestic violence in progress 6, disorderly persons 5, welfare checks 5, accidents with injury 5, animal nuisance 4, city ordinance violations 3, burglary alarm residence 3, domestic disturbance 2, deceased person 2, theft 2, missing person 2, burglary alarm 2, mental disturbed person 2, criminal mischief 1, hazardous conditions 1, squatters 1, personnel 1, complaint school 1, burglary in process 1, vehicle theft 1, burglary residence 1, leaving the scene of an accident 1, direct traffic 1, fire in a residence 1. Those are the Metro Area Crime Center report for January the 3rd through 9th. I'm asking everybody to be vigilant on when you're out. Get out of your phones. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings. If you're in a dark area, please don't be on your phones while you're sitting in the car waiting on somebody to come out the store. Please be aware of your surroundings. Lock your doors to make sure you're safe, and always look out. If you see something, please say something. We need more residents to stand up and say something, because it takes a community to get these type of things done. And that's why I'm one of those residents that stand up and say we're not gonna have this in our city. So we're in the process of creating a public safety full committee, and we look forward to doing more in the city. And we ask everybody, just do your part. Just if you see something, say something. And I commend the little young lady that's here today, because we got we got young people here today, so that makes my day. Thank y'all for being here, and thank all the citizens for being here. And I am working tirelessly and diligently to make sure we do something about anything that's happening in Centerpoint. You're not gonna go to Hoover, you're not gonna go to Homewood, you're not gonna go to Vestavia and do nothing crazy. So don't come do stuff crazy here. Quit throwing out paper. I hate to keep picking up paper in my yard. Please treat this like you own it. I know a lot of homeowners, they treat their stuff like they own it. Guess what? If this your city, treat it like you own it. Guess what? We gotta all work together. So I'm asking everybody to be vigilant and know your surroundings and what's going on. And if you see something, please say something. Don't let things pass, because it just get worse and worse. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed day.
Agriculture and Public Work, that's is my committee. I don't have anything for that. Meeting is adjourned. Thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you.